Okay, fellas, the police are on their way. New York. Okay, fellas, the police are on their way. New York's finest.
Whack the sucker!
bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank robbers had been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine. We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor. The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Max, Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, am I glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Just take it easy.
Gun him down!
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. You make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
the butt. Ha ha! Pay to the max. Junk squad pig. Got a ticket to Marble City for.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! You all right in there? They're not answering. Go.
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, "Vinny, you're in charge of this one," unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses!
There he is!
on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilia! They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick.
I admit,
Wait for them. Bosses! We're coming in!
It's Payne!
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! You're right
There
here!
he is!
Get on it. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Hey, wait for them. We gotta go in now! Bosses! We're coming in! Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! You're
There
right
he
here!
is!
Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay. Bosses! We're coming in! Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! You're right
There
here!
he is!
They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Bosses! We're coming! Bosses! Everything all right? Joey! Virgilio! You're...
It's Payne!
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses!
It's
Joey!
Payne!
Virgilio! You're right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go.
The NYPD is out on massive Payne. Killer storm. Chief Jim Rivera take whatever steps necessary. Mayor stated that. In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there.
What the hell?
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Sir Corporation.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance.
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to Sir Corporation.
My lady.
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new previously on Lords and Ladies.
Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
Payne! Gun him down! Piece of crap! Ooh, ice up!
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound